Good morning and Happy New Year to you all. Today is the 1st of January and I don't think I'm the only one who went to bed late last night, but nevertheless here we are in a bright morning at the Potter's Heron, which is at Ampfield near Romsey in Hampshire, for the Test for Any Motor Enthusiasts New Year's Day run. The variety of things that are going along today. First of all is this BMW Z4. This is the 3 litre. I think it's a 2007 this, as far as I remember. And an up-and-coming classic, actually. The Z3s certainly are. Austin A30. Now you can tell a couple of ways that this is an A30 rather than A35. First of all, it's a grille surround, although I find that more difficult than just looking at the rear window, which is almost a small rear window. And I heard yesterday as well that actually you can tell by the speedo. This one goes up to 80. I heard the A35s go up to a little bit further than that, but I might be wrong. Just think rear light arrangements, just sort of a little bit of kind of afterthoughts and things like that. Then we've got a Rolls-Royce Silver Spur, this one is. This is in 1988, I think. And it's pretty nice. Maybe it's got a show plate or something some of the time. We're going to have to skip these Land Rovers videos, I'm afraid, because they're probably powered by fuel that we can't talk about. Still not talking about it in 2024. We bought the Volvo today because I don't have any other sort of classic to take, so that'll have to do. We do have this very nice MGA though. It's MGA 1600 Coupe, which we've seen before many times. My lady wife pointed out to me when we arrived, actually she quite liked this colour. There's the Test for Any Motor Enthusiasts sticker. I should really get one of those myself, shouldn't I? Also a member of the Winchester MG Owners Club. Yeah, we're skipping that Volkswagen as well, viewers. You know the rules by now. This is more like it, viewers, isn't it? 1965 Jaguar Mark II 3.8 litre, dark blue, with a beige leather interior and wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. And I'm pleased to say that we haven't even got to noon on the first day of the year and we've had some beige leather interior action, which is most satisfactory. 1966 Humber Sceptre. Interestingly, these were a bit different from the Hillman Super Mix that it's based on, and also the Singer version of Singer Vogue, and that this kept the original styling of the rear window all the way to the end in 1967. Don't know why. Something very interesting here. This is a 1998 GTM K3. Why it's on a 1988 plate, I don't really know. I've spoken to the owner about it, who is here, and he doesn't know either. Clearly, we've got post 1990 Metro rear lights on this. It's based on a Rover Metro GTI, and the dash is there, and the door handles, and all kinds of things. I don't know why it's on an 88 plate. He doesn't know either. Is this a 98? Is this an 88? I don't know. Who knows? One car I actually would like to film this year is this generation of Civic. Obviously the EP3 Civic was the Type R of this generation. I have driven one. My uncle used to own one actually many years ago. For some reason it's one of these things that I'd like to get on No Budget Reviews, but just haven't been able to. I think later this week I'll be recording a video about what cars I'd like to film this year, but I haven't been able to. MGTD with a green leather interior. It's nice that it's actually not raining again today, which makes a change from some of the recent weather, doesn't it? Wolseley 6 1972 with Rover SD1 wheels and Rayo, how do you say this? Radiot mirrors on it. I think they were used for towing and things like that. Typical kind of I think Sand Glow is the name of this colour. Early 70s, very early Wolseley 6. They came out in 72 actually. Then this very, very late Mark 1 Escort. It's a 1300E. 74-75 registration. Interesting choice of interior fabric here. Again, seems a lot actually, this one. Next to it, 1966 MGB. This one, I don't know if this is actually in press car or something. It's on what was a old Berkshire plate. Abingdon was in Berkshire at the time. Very nice. One of the most popular reviews in 2022 was the Toyota IQ that I did, and here is one. Funny, it's a black bonnet and black roof. Wouldn't be complete really on a run like this without an MGF, 2001 MGF, quite a late one. These actually finished, I think, in February 2002, so the very early ones are on 51 plates. Another MGA, another 1600. The 1600s were the later models. I think they kept up the capacity with the Farina saloons, like VY's Oxford and things like that, which also changed from 1.5 to 1.6 about that time, I think 61. And I think we've got an MGTF. Yes, it is a TF actually, this one. You can tell straight away by the front end. If it's a 1500, generally they do actually have the badge on the side of them, but that'd be a 1250, I think. And then we've got this very, very nice Series 1.5 River P6 2000 TC. Chap who's owns this has had it for years and years and years actually. It's in really, really nice condition, that. The 2000 I drove is a 67, it's an automatic. This one's got a bit more power. The TC, it's a manual, so that'll go a bit faster. And then we've got this lovely bay window. I think it's a 73, it could be a 72, I always forget about this one. I forget the name of the company that converted this, I forget this now. I think it was down in Devon somewhere, from memory. Right, we might wait a little bit longer. Force some others to turn up. We've got about 5 minutes before the official departure time. And of course we've got this another MGTF. It's a factory plate actually on that. Unusual in terms of the colour combination. Morning. And a beige leather interior as well. That's 2 beige leather interiors, viewers. Wonderful. There's TR8, I think. One of the ones in the club is the Grinnell version. This one is not. This is a more standard one. 80 to 81 registrations. Solihull built car, which you can tell by the boot lock, which is a pretty strange little detail, but there we go. Right, we'll have a look at that Stag over there in a second as well, viewers. 72 Triumph Stag Mark 1. I'm surprised actually that we've only got one Stag today. Normally there's more than one at the events of the club. I think this one's a manual. The one I drove was also 72 Mark 1, which is in white. I can't see. We're going to have to walk around, viewers. It's not a big problem though. Just think of the top of the dash there, just under the windscreen. There's a sort of panel with switches that might be some alarm system or something. Yeah, it's a manual. The automatic was pretty pleasant actually, but I imagine the manual's a little bit more engaging. This one's got the optional alloy wheels. The one I drove had the standard steel ones, which is actually quite rare on Stag these days, I think. Just going around the corner, we've got a couple of other cars here. This Porsche 356 Super 90, I think it's a very late one, that's of 63, something like that. Right hand drive, and then we've got this, I think this is a Triumph Renown. 1951, judging by replica tax disc. I think these have the same engines in them as the Roadsters, like the one in Bergerac, but they were known as the Razor Red Triumphs, I think, as far as I know. Look at that. Very, very lovely Porsche. So we're just on our way through Hursley, which is on the way to Winchester. It's where Hursley Park is, which was an IBM facility for many, many years. It's a very nice little village actually. Go quite slowly through here because it's a 30 limit, but it is quite attractive. We've got a couple of the other Test Free Motor Enthusiast members ahead of us. Gentlemen in the Stag and a gentleman in the Porsche 356, although they seem to be going slightly faster than us for some reason, so I seem to have lost them. But we know where we're going. We've got the route instructions. Unlike last time when we did this in October, the mileage of each step of the instructions isn't listed, so that means you've got to concentrate even more than usual. So that should be fine. But yes, very pleasant so far. Weather is good, and we should be finished in maybe an hour or so back at the Potter's Heron. So unfortunately, viewers, as is the way, the mount is in the way because, well, instead of not really designed for filming forward, but just thought you'd like to see what we're following and the sort of slight chaos that's ensuing when a group of 4 of us are trying to pass everyone else. The A30 is in front of us. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, we're a little single track road somewhere out near, I don't know, up Sunbourne. Thank you very much, person Volvo XC60. You can't really hear the sort of 5-cylinder in this car very well, because we're not going very fast, because the A30 is in front of us, and that, I think, has the 803cc engine. And if somebody can remind me what power that puts out, I think it's like 35 horsepower or something like that. They're not very fast. If it was just the Stag and the Porsche and us, I think we'd be able to go a little bit faster, but we have to go at the pace of the person in front of us, and that's just the way that it is. So we just passed Crawley. Crawley was where what was known as the IBA was based. Later Antiel and now Arkiva. On the road to Stockbridge. Because we've got this A30 with a little convoy, we're not going very fast. I think the maximum sort of speed of that's about 65-70, and actually cruising speed's about 45 maybe, so we're not going very fast. So that's fine. We will be going through Stockbridge very soon. Typical of these runs is this sort of road. You've got all sorts of nasty bits in the middle. If you were driving a Reliant Robin down here, you would not have a nice smooth ride. Somewhere between Romsey and, I don't know, somewhere at the moment. I'm just hoping we don't meet too many cars going the way, because there are something like 6 of us in this convoy, and it does get interesting when that happens. Right, viewers, we are back at the Potter's Heron. Rolls-Royce seems to have made it, as well as this MG A1600. Probably a good idea to put a stop block on, isn't it? I don't know what's going to happen. Here's the Mark II Jaguar, complete with beige leather interior. And the MGTF. Stag is over here. Got a tow bar on it for some reason. Here's a TF again with the roof down. And the bay window Volkswagen. Triumph Renown is over here. That kept pulling away from us, actually, that thing. Obviously not slow. Oh, and yes, the GTM K3 is here, and so is the MGF. Excellent. I think those are Ford Sierra pre-facelift sort of high-spec indicators, actually. They're often like something like the sort of gear models. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment below, and we shall have more excitement in 2024.